Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back to new China phone review, and today we'll check out the THL 5000 from gearbest.com, and as always you can find the product link down below in the description, so don't forget to check it out. And now let's get directly started with the review. Okay guys, so that's the box which I have received from gearbest.com, and on the back side you can see the main spec. So it is running Android 4.4 KitKat and comes with the true MTK6592 Octa SoC, running at 2.0 GHz and not only 1.7, so that's really fast. Also it comes with 2 GB of RAM and 5-inch Full HD screen with Gorilla Glass and 5 megapixel front camera and a 13 megapixel back camera, Wi-Fi, GPS, Bluetooth and also NFC onboard. Unfortunately it doesn't support LTE, but instead of that you get OTG and a lot of sensors and features on board. And now let's do a quick unboxing on the THL 5000. Okay guys, then now let's open up the box and let's see how it looks inside, so there we go. And here at the top we can see the smartphone, so it always comes in such an air buffer, so let's get it out of that. And there we go. And here comes the THL 5000. And yeah, it looks pretty good. But before we have a closer look at it, let's put it beside and let's check out the accessories which we can find here in the box. And also very important is that sticker here, because that sticker tells you your IMEI number. And also it's a dual SIM phone, that means you have 2 IMEI numbers and you can easily restore your IMEI number if it gets lost or corrupted during an update. So keep that sticker in a safe place if something happens to your smartphone. And here you can see that and THL Smart Screen Guard is included for free. Looks really good and also comes in a nice packaging. Also included for free is a flip cover, and that looks really nice because it has something like an S-view window, maybe for a clock or something. And the back side is made out of plastic, I think the front side also, but it looks really good. And we'll have a quick look at it later. Then let's check out that quick starter guide. And it's basically some short user manual, so it just tells you how to turn on the phone and how to use it, so just basic usage, and you won't need that at all. And here you can see that the box is completely filled up with accessories. So starting here with the USB charging cable, it's a micro USB charging cable. Then here we have the headset, so let's have a quick look at it. And yeah, those are in-ear speakers, and you also got a microphone, so you can also use that to make calls. And it looks pretty good, has decent quality. And yeah, I will test it here later, and if there's something wrong with that, I will tell you that in the video. Okay, then let's have a look at the next accessories, and here we can see the wall charger, and it's a pretty big one. And here you have to plug in the micro USB charging cable which you have seen before, and this charger is capable of outputting 7.5 watts, and that's really much for a smartphone, but you need that because the THL 5000 has a 5000 mAh battery, and that's why you need such a big charger. Then let's have a look at this plastic Android, and actually that's an OTG adapter. So here you have a micro USB connector, and at this end you have a big USB 2.0 port. And what you can do is you can connect a USB drive or something to your smartphone with that, and it's really nice and works pretty well, as you will see later. And also included for free is another protection cover that's made out of silicone or something, and that's really nice because you get that for free if you order the THL 5000 from gearbest.com. And that are all the accessories, and now let's have a look at the smartphone. Okay, and here it is, here comes the smartphone, and yeah, let's have a quick look at it. And the front side looks really good, it also fits perfectly in my hands, and yeah, the display looks really nice because it's completely black when it's turned off, seems to have good quality. And let's quickly compare the size with my real Samsung Galaxy S5, and the size is pretty similar. So it's a little bit smaller in the width, but if we take a look at it from the side, then we can see both phones are almost as thick, so about 9mm, and the THL 5000 is just a little bit longer than the Galaxy S5. But basically from the size, it's almost the size like the Galaxy S5, just a little bit bigger. Okay, so let's have a detailed look on the front side, and let's start here on the bottom side, which is the right side here, and here we can see the bottom microphone, so you're gonna use it when you do calls. And right above that we can see the capacitive back button, home button and menu button. And here you can see the color of the screen. So it's completely black when it's turned off, shines a little bit blue, so it will be definitely an IPS screen, which has good colors, good brightness and also some nice viewing angles. Then the frame also looks good, it's not too thick, so you can see it's just a few millimeters, the black frame around the display. And let's go to the top side here, where we can find the front camera. Also between the speaker here and the front camera there's a charging LED, and left from the speaker in the middle we can find some sensors like light and proximity sensor. So basically that's everything here on the front side, and now let's continue with the connectors. And here we can see all the connectors, and all the connectors are placed here at the top side. So here you have the micro USB port to charge the smartphone and use OTG, and left from that here you can see the 3.5mm headphone jack to connect your headset. Then let's have a look at the back side, and the back cover is replaceable, so you can remove it, but the battery is not replaceable. Here at the bottom we can see THL stands for Technology Happy Life. Also here we can see the speaker grid. And yeah, the back cover feels pretty good. It is made out of plastic but has a nice pattern, and also the THL logo looks really nice. At the top we can see the LED flash and the back camera, and it looks like it would say 1.3 megapixels, but actually that should say 13 megapixel. Okay, then let's remove the back cover and let's have a look under the hood of the THL 5000. Now that's how the phone looks like without the back cover, and let's go quickly here through the parts. Let's start at the top where we can find the 13 megapixel back camera. Looks really nice with this metal ring around it. Right from the camera we have the LED flash, which is a little bit small, but we will later see how good it performs. And here we can find the microSD card slot. So you can extend the internal memory of microSD cards, and let me put in my microSD card and let's see if it fits. Okay, so there we go, and yeah, it works perfectly. Then let's have a look at those two contacts here, and those are for the NFC antenna in the back cover. So this phone has NFC and the antennas in the back cover, and you have to connect it with those connectors. Also we got here a reset button, which is the red one, so to trigger the preloader to flash it, or if you cannot remove the battery. And here you can also see two SIM card slots, so it's a dual SIM phone, and the right slot is SIM card slot 1 and the left slot is SIM card slot 2. You just have to watch out, those are big SIM card slots, so for the old SIM cards. And if you have a micro SIM card like me, you have to use an adapter or place it here in the big SIM card slot just right over the connector. So you have to play around. It works also with a micro SIM card without an adapter, but then you have to play around with the contact. So it's better to order an adapter with the phone. Then let's have a look at the battery. And the battery is amazing huge. It's a 5000 mAh battery. That means you can even charge other smartphones from the THL. There's a cable for that, so you can connect it to USB and charge the other smartphone with that big battery. So you will get amazing battery lifetime on the THL 5000. Also once again, here's the sticker with the EMA numbers, so if your EMA gets corrupted or your phone gets lost, you have to restore that. And yeah, last but not least, here we got the speaker. We'll later hear if it's good or not, and also here at the bottom some antenna, which is the GSM antenna. Okay, and here you can see the back cover from the other side. So here you can see those two golden contacts, and those are for the NFC antenna. And they have to be exactly pressed on those two contacts on the main board. And yeah, the black thing here is the NFC antenna, and it should have a really good connection, but now let's put it back together, and then let's start the phone and let's check out the Android system on the THL. And now I can also show you the charging LED. So it's located here right from the speaker, and it lightens up when you charge the smartphone or when it's connected to the computer. I'm pretty sure that's not a notification LED, so it just lightens up when you charge the smartphone. And also now, before we turn it on and check out the Android system, I want to show you the flip cover. And it looks really nice. It has a nice pattern here, comes in gray, and it works really fast with the Hall sensor. And yeah, it's a little bit wobbly, so the front side could be better, but it's really nice because you can see the clock when you close it. It automatically switches to this clock widget here and turns off the rest of the screen, and that looks really nice. Also the back side has a nice pattern and looks almost like carbon or something. That's really cool. And yeah, we also got here this silicone rubber case, and I think I will use the other flip cover case because it's much cooler than the rubber case. Okay, so I have finally turned on the phone, and let's go quickly here through the home screen. And swiping through the pages feels extremely smooth because the Octa core is really fast. The ROM looks like an MIUI port and feels really smooth and stable. We can also use here the capacitive buttons, for instance, to edit the wallpaper, edit the widgets, customize the home screen, and we can also access here the settings, what we'll do right now, to check out the features of the phone and also to find some basic information about the smartphone. So first of all, let's go down here to About the Phone, and here we can find some basic informations, like it supports over-the-air updates. We have here the model number, it's the THL 5000, it comes with Android 4.4.2 KitKat, and also with the true octa-core MTK6592T running at 2.0 GHz. 2 GB of RAM. Here you can also see the phone storage, and here it says only 6 GB of free memory, but we will have a look at the phone storage soon. So let's start here at the top with wireless and networks, and here we can find SIM management. Yeah, it's a dual SIM phone, so you have to have SIM management in order to manage your default SIM card. Here we also have Wi-Fi, so let's turn it on and let's see if I can connect to my home network. Okay, yeah, I'm connected, pretty good signal, just like on my Galaxy S5. Then let's go back to the settings. We also get here Bluetooth, so let's switch it on. Here we got data usage like on every Android phone, and under advanced settings we have here default SMS application. We also have NFC, so it supports Android Beam and all that stuff, tethering and portable hotspot, VPN, mobile networks, and also USB internet. Then let's check out the device settings, and here we got something new. So that's called Float app, and you can turn it on, and then you basically get that cube here which sticks to the edges of your screen. And if you tap at it, it opens up a sub-menu with applications that is also customizable, so it's just like the toolbox on the Galaxy S5, but I don't use that at all, and it's really annoying. So if I want to open up another application, I just go to the menu. Then here we got audio profiles, display, and here we got storage, so let's have a look at that. And yeah, the total space is just 3.84 gigabytes. That's not much, but here we got my SD card 16 gigabytes, and here we got another partition with about 10 gigabytes. So you got 2 partitions, one is really small, one is pretty big, and if you want to change that, we have a tutorial for that on chinadevices.com. Then let's check out battery. CPU power saving mode activated, and yeah, 4 days on battery, so amazing stats which you can see here. So they're not pretty true, but trust me, you will get an amazing battery lifetime with 5000 mAh, even if you clock down the CPU, because you don't need 8 cores for the whole time. Okay, that was battery. Then let's check out applications. And here we can go to running apps, and here we can see which apps are currently running in the background. And here you can see that this phone has a really high memory consumption, so it uses 1.5 GB of the total RAM for just being here in the ROM with some system applications. And yeah, that's too much. I'm not sure if the reading is correct, but if it is, I will definitely have to deep load that ROM and kick out some system applications which are really useless and just use the whole RAM. Okay, then let's go back here to the settings, and now let's check out location. So basically that's GPS, as you will see later. We also get here language and input, and yeah, it's in China phone, but by default it doesn't come in Chinese, so they will set it to your country language, and you can also change the country language here. Same goes here for the keyboard, so you can change the keyboard, change the language of the keyboard, and everything can be customized, so don't worry about that. Now here under accounts you can add your Google accounts, and under system settings we have date and time, schedule, power on and off, accessibility, printing, and developer options. So here you can enable USB debugging if you want to mod your ROM or back up your ROM or something. Okay, so basically that were the settings. Now we have checked out everything here in the settings, and now let's go quickly here through the Android status bar. So you should see here your notifications. I currently don't have any, but let's check out the quick settings. And here we have owner profile, we have battery stats, here we have settings, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and GPS. Also here airplane mode and data connection to switch it on or off. And then we got audio profiles, brightness, auto rotation, and screencast. And screencast is really nice, so you can stream your screen over Wi-Fi, for instance, to an Android box on the TV or something. And that is a really cool feature, which is also supported by the THL 5000. Okay guys, so now let's quickly check out all the important applications on the smartphone, and let's start with the dial application. I'm now connected to my network that works perfectly, although I get a roaming warning, so that's completely normal. You can deactivate that in the settings. And yeah, let's call some random number. As you can see, the light sensor works, it switches off the display, so that works really good. And it works perfectly in my country, but please double check the frequencies before you buy the phone for your country, especially people from America. Okay, then here we have the contacts. You can also import contacts from your Google account or from other contacts, or just from your USB drive. We have here the menu button. Here we have the messaging application. That's the default one, which can be changed. Also the default Android keyboard, which can be set to any language. And yeah, that works pretty well. And last but not least, we got the web browser. That's the default web browser. It can also be changed. And by default, you have Google China, Baidu, Yahoo, and all that stuff that nobody uses except people in China. But you can easily replace that in the settings of the browser, or just change the browser to Google Chrome or whatever you want to use. Okay, so that are the basic applications. Then now let's go to the menu. And yeah, the next thing we got here in the row is the camera application. And now let's go outside and let's do a little camera test. Okay guys, so we're now here outside in my garden and it's a really rainy day, so I couldn't do an outdoor review, but anyway, let's test the camera. And yeah, it feels pretty good. It's not shaky or laggy, pretty fast and responsive. And we also have a working tab autofocus, so let's try this. And yeah, focusing works pretty good. It also changes the lighting properly. Okay, then now let's have a look at the effects here at the left side. And here we get a bar with a lot of effects like motion tracking mode, we get panorama mode and all that stuff, and multi-angle view mode. And here at the top we can switch back to normal mode. So let's try to capture some photos by pressing the shutter. And yeah, it works pretty well, not too fast but not laggy or something, that's pretty good. Then here at the top we have things like gesture capture, so it auto captures when the gesture is detected, but actually that doesn't even work, so I tried it a few times and I couldn't get it to work. Here we also have no flash and we can switch to the front camera, and the front camera has really nice quality, so you can use that for Skype, 5 megapixels and really good quality. Then let's try to record a video, and yeah, that works pretty well. You just have to press the second button, it's now recording. You can also stop it with that button, and it's not shaky, laggy, and actually works really good. Okay, so it's saving the video right now, and here we can also go to the settings, and here you can edit some basic things like exposure, color effects, voice capture. And you can also see that the picture size here is 18 megapixels, so that's really funny because the sensor only has 13 megapixels, but I will later check that on my computer, so I think it's just wrong displayed. And here we also have some video settings. Yeah, that's the basic camera application. You can find that on many China phones. And now let's go back to the smartphone and let's check out the other applications. So there we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're now here back in Android, and now let's test out the flashlight application to test the LED flash. And yeah, let's switch it on and let's see how bright it is. And it's a really small LED flash, but it's really bright. It really hurts in the eyes, and I'm pretty sure that you can take decent photos at night with this LED flash. Okay, then let's go back and let's check out the music player and let's do a little speaker test, so just listen. So the speaker sounds pretty good, no clipping, also on maximum volume, not too loud but really good quality. Okay, then here we have some default applications. We also have a compass, so let's test the magnetic sensor. And north is to my left, so let's see if it's true. Oh yeah, it works perfectly, so it definitely shows in the correct direction. Okay, then let's go back. That was the magnetic sensor, it is definitely working. And there we go. Then here we have some apps which I have installed. Also really cool is the FM radio, which is supported, so you just have to connect your headset because the headset acts as an antenna for the FM radio. Yeah, then here we have all the Google applications. It comes with all the Google applications pre-installed, also Google Maps, and yeah, you will later also see a little GPS test in my garden. And Google Maps works perfectly. You can also use navigation with the built-in GPS, and there are no issues so far with that. Let's go back. And unfortunately, this phone comes with some junk and useless applications installed like MobiGenie, My Store. The only thing you need is the Google Play Store, which is the original one, so no fake Play Store. You can definitely download every application here from the Google Play Store without an issue. So before I have downloaded GPS test and that trigger, and yeah, no issues so far. You can just download every application and it works perfectly on the THL 5000. So I would definitely get rid of SemiDress and all those useless applications. We have a tutorial on how to remove the junk on China devices. And here you can see super user, so it does not come pre-rooted with the super user binaries, but actually it's really easy to root and we also have a tutorial for that. Then let's check out the OTG adapter, and I have got here an USB drive with the OTG adapter, and let's see if it fits with the cover. Okay, so let's attach it, and here we go. And let's see if it also gets detected. Oh yeah, preparing external USB storage, so it works perfectly. Do you want to change the default write disk? No, I don't want to do that. And let's open up the file manager, because here I should now see the USB drive. And here we got external USB storage, 30 gigabytes. And it works perfectly to connect here a USB hard drive or just a USB drive to your THL 5000. Okay guys, so now we went through almost all the features of the THL 5000 and we're now back here in the home screen because we have checked out all the applications, and yeah, it feels really smooth, just has a really high memory consumption. But before we take a look at the benchmarks, let's go outside and let's do a quick GPS test. So we're now here outside in my garden. It's a really rainy and cloudy day, but the GPS works perfectly. We're now here in the GPS test application, and as you can see, GPS 7 satellites in view and 6 in use, and also with a pretty good signal, and the accuracy is about 10 feet, so GPS works perfectly, and the lock came after about 1 second, so really fast lock, and it also works with bad weather. Okay, and now you will see some benchmarks and gameplays, so just sit down, enjoy, and after that you will hear my conclusion about the smartphone.
This kind of love is never sober. Wandering eyes aren't meant for me. We're hypnotized and growing colder. This kind of love is not for me. I gave you all that I could give.
So we're now at the end of this review, and here comes my conclusion about the THL 5000. It's one of the most amazing China phones I've ever tested. Probably the longest battery lifetime ever and really good specs. Just the look of it could be better, and it could have a better ROM with less bloat and memory consumption. That's why it only reaches about 30k points in Antutu 5, and that's not really much because it uses a lot of RAM and is also really slow due to the bloatware on the smartphone. But anyway, you can easily fix that, just install a different ROM or just debloat it on your own. But anyway, if you're interested in that amazing smartphone, you can find the link to the seller down below in the description. It's gearbest.com, really nice prices, fast shipping, and also you can be sure that the item arrives. Okay, so we're now at the end of this review. I hope you enjoyed it, and I also hope that I see you again in my next videos. Bye bye guys.